Okay, so today we're gonna dive into something pretty interesting. It's a pretty clever solution to a problem that honestly a lot of people might not even think about.
Right.
And it all revolves around Kippon. Now, you've probably heard of Kippon.
Yeah.
I mean, it's become super popular over the last few years. They've kind of built this reputation for helping people keep their kippahs on.
Especially those with hair.
Exactly. Yeah. Like if you've got,
a
full head of hair.
A lot to grip onto.
Exactly. It makes sense. But
for many in the Jewish community, the kippah is like a central part of their daily life.
Absolutely. Yeah, it's a big deal. And from what I've seen, Kippon's had a huge impact. I mean, we've got this document here. It's called KIPPON-BDF, and they're talking about hundreds of thousands of users and like over 250,000 kits sold.
It's really quite impressive.
Yeah, it is. It really speaks to how well their original design worked.
Oh,
so now they're taking that success and they're kind of tackling this new need, this problem of how do you keep a kippah secure on a bald or, closely shaved head.
Right.
So that's where Kippon-B comes in.
Yeah, that's their newest solution.
So our mission today is to kind of dig into this and see what this new design is all about.
Yeah, really get a good understanding of what they're offering.
Exactly. So let's just start with the problem itself. I mean, it seems pretty straightforward. Like, on a bald head, there's just not much for a kippah to grip onto.
Yeah, I mean, that's the core difficulty, right?
Yeah.
It's a smooth surface. It's constantly slipping.
Yeah, you're constantly adjusting it, which I imagine can be pretty distracting.
Oh, absolutely. It takes your focus away from, whatever you're trying to do.
Right, exactly. So how does Kippon-B address this?
Well, their approach is quite innovative. Instead of relying on, hair or using clips, they've come up with these small, discreet rubber patches that attach to the inside of the kippah.
Interesting. So almost like little grips?
Yeah, exactly. But it's the surface of these patches that's really fascinating.
Okay. What is it?
So they've covered each patch with a layer of these teeny tiny micro suction cups.
Micro suction cup.
Like think of the grip you get from a small suction cup.
Right.
But multiplied on a microscopic scale.
Oh, wow. Okay. So instead of, clips or glue or anything like that,
Yeah.
It's just this gentle suction holding it in place.
Exactly. It's a much more elegant solution, in my opinion.
It does sound a lot more comfortable, too.
Oh, absolutely.
So what about the materials themselves? Like, what are these patches actually made of?
Well, the document mentions neutral skin-friendly materials.
Okay.
Which is really important.
Yeah.
Considering they're going to be in direct contact with your skin all day.
Yeah, makes sense. And these patches are adjustable, right?
Yeah. You can adjust them to find the most comfortable and secure fit for your head.
That's great, because obviously everybody's head is different.
Of course, everyone's got a unique shape.
So now, thinking about this suction, I mean, how long does it actually last?
Well, that's a natural question. And the document does say that the grip might loosen over time.
Okay. So is it a bad thing?
Well, actually, they frame it as a benefit.
Really?
Yeah. They say it lets the skin breathe.
Okay.
And gives you the freedom to reposition the kippah throughout the day if you need to, without, any sticky residue or discomfort.
Oh, I see. So it's not like they're aiming for this super strong grip.
Exactly. It's more about finding that sweet spot between a reliable hold and all-day comfort.
I can see how that would be important, because if it's too strong, it might be uncomfortable to wear for a long time.
Exactly. You don't want to feel like it's stuck there.
So it sounds like the main goal is to reduce the need for constant readjustment.
Precisely. It's about minimizing slippage and just reducing that daily frustration.
Right. Because then you can just focus on, whatever you're doing.
Exactly.
So I'm curious, have they done any testing on this?
Yeah, they have. They've actually done quite a bit of testing. And according to the document, Kippon-B is proven to be comfortable, secure, and non-irritating even when worn all day.
That's impressive.
Yeah.
Especially for something that's using suction.
Yeah. I mean, that's pretty compelling.
Yeah, it is. So now, with any product that you're wearing directly on your skin, I imagine there are some important things to keep in mind.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
There's a whole section in the document called Guide and Disclaimer.
Okay, so what are the key takeaways there?
Well, first off, it's for external use only.
Okay.
It's not a medical device.
Got it.
And they strongly advise against using it on broken, irritated, or highly sensitive skin.
Right.
And they also recommend doing a patch test first if you have any skin conditions.
Yeah, that's pretty standard advice.
Yeah, it's just responsible.
Right. Right, of course.
What else? Anything else?
Yeah, is there anything else to be aware of?
Oh, yeah. They mentioned that the suction grip can be affected by things like skin oils in movement. So you might need to reapply the patches or clean them every now and then.
Okay, makes sense. And I assume they have the standard warnings about keeping it away from small children.
Oh, yeah, definitely. And to discontinue use if you experience any irritation.
Right, of course.
Yeah.
So all in all, it sounds like Kippon-B is offering a really practical, skin-friendly, and honestly elegant solution to this specific problem.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And it's clearly designed for people who have, struggled with keeping a kippah on a bald head.
Yeah, and it's really cool to see how, they've taken this challenge and designed something so specific and user-centric.
It really highlights the power of thoughtful design.
It does, and it makes you think about, what other everyday challenges could be solved with this kind of thinking.
Yeah, there's so much potential out there.
There is. Well, this has been fascinating. Thanks for joining me on this deep dive.
It's been my pleasure.
I've really enjoyed it.
Me too.
And to our listeners, thanks for tuning in.
Yeah, thanks for listening.
And we'll see you next time on the deep dive.
Bye.